We're in downtown Brea. I'm celebrating. Josh Newman has been recalled. I couldn't help myself, had to be here. This is the place to be. This was part of the 29th State Senate District. This is the place where I came. I've come many times. I've come many times here to Brea when I was protesting all those hateful bigots going after Congressman Ed Royce. It's downtown Brea is like right over there, and so this is where we the people rising, we would go and show our support for the congressman against the DACA brats who were trying to pressure him to get some kind of amnesty. So here we are. I'm in downtown Brea, folks. This is a great place to celebrate that Josh Newman is gone. Shame on him for raising my gas tax 12 cents, and then you got the cap and trade betrayal, which he also voted for. That was also a tax. So I want to go and find it. So we're going after that too. No more Josh Newman. No more Josh Newman. Finally, there's a race I actually helped with. Finally, there was a race that I helped with here in the state of California, and it went my way. I went to the Brea Walmart. It's over on Imperial Highway. It's on this street as well. And I was going after that too. I helped a guy, Chris Wyrick from San Diego County. We worked together collecting signatures for the recall. And then they had a campaign rally outside of, it was in Fullerton. A whole bunch of state senators showed up for Josh Newman. Kevin DeLeon was there. Tony Atkins was there. And I showed up to heckle them and drown them out with my megaphone that I got from Mike McGettrick. And they just couldn't stand it. My state senator, what's his name? Ben Allen was there too, trying to save Josh Newman's seat. He's gone. No more Josh Newman. The recall was successful. So here we are right now. I'm somewhere in the back alleys here of Brea. I'm gonna find, there was this big sign. I think you're gonna find it totally appropriate. Oh, this is so exciting. This was the first good news that I received last night after driving home from Thousand Oaks. I knew that if I didn't stay in Thousand Oaks the whole time, because I knew that I would just lose my mind, hurt my health. You got those meetings last like 6 hours. I just can't stay in the meetings all day. It's just not going to work. Here we go, folks. I'm heading my way out. Here we go. I know I saw this very conspicuous sign. Here we go. This is Imperial Highway, folks. This street goes all the way. It goes all the way to the coastline. It goes to parts of the South Bay as well. No more Josh Newman! Newman recalled. Thank God. Repeal the gas tax next. I tell you, folks, it is so worth celebrating. I have helped so many campaigns, you know, and they didn't go the way I wanted to. But this is something that I came to Orange County to help with the recall, and it worked out just the way I wanted it to. No more Josh Newman. I wanted to go to his campaign office, but I found out that it's just a box. Just the mailbox here. Boy, that sure doesn't fit in now anymore, now does it? No more Josh Newman! Repeal the gas tax! Maybe this was his office or something. Boy, this sure doesn't fit in anymore. Let me fix that. That's better. Here we are in Brea, folks. This was the epicenter where the fight to take back the state really kicked in. Carl DeMaio, the gas tax repeal, John Cox's effort. Yes, I said John Cox. Every one of you, you know how much I hated John Cox, but he's our nominee. We need to support him. The president supports him, so I support him. We need to make California great again. So you need to get behind John Cox, every single one of you. You want to end sanctuary state, you want to secure our border, you want to protect life, we've got to get behind John Cox for governor. Unless you want to have gruesome Newsom turning the entire state of California into a shithole just like San Francisco. Boy, that sign did not age very well. I just had to come here and celebrate. That's better. Okay, I gotta take a photo. No more John. Yeah! Repeal the gas tax next. Oh, I lost my megaphone. I don't have it anymore, but I'll be all right. Okay, so there we are. Let me cross back over. Maybe this was the headquarters. Poor demo rats. You know, this, what is really epic about this success, what makes this so important, you know, Democrats were so chomping at the bit. They were absolutely convinced that they were going to be able to flip Orange County blue. And even though Crooked Hillary had a slim margin of victory on election night in 2016, the fact is that Orange County's blue wave is turned into nothing more than a little trickle, if even that. I'm now gonna, let me just switch topics here a little bit. Let me tell you something. June 5th, the primary, we had so many victories. You have no idea. This recall is huge, folks. It's so huge that the LA Times isn't writing about it. It's so big that the LA Daily News said it looks like Newman is going to be recalled. They refuse to give this any news. And when the LA Times and the Daily News and these other left-wing, center-left, dying corporate media organs don't want to talk about it, you know that it's huge. So I'm going to make news about it. So Josh Newman is gone. Ling Ling is going to take over. I spoke to a friend of mine. She's a big fan of Ling Ling Chang because she fights immigration. She's on the right side of this issue. And we've got to stop with the excessive purity tests. Are any candidates perfect? No. Look, John Cox was not my first choice. But you know what? He's our candidate. He's our nominee, and I'm going to get behind him. No more Josh Newman! This is so exciting. This recall is huge, folks. This is only the 6th time that an elected official has been blown out like this. This is big, folks. The efforts to take back our state are working miracles. Now we got to repeal the gas tax. That's going to be the next step. So, other things I can talk about. Dan Rohrabacher got a large first vote victory. Democrats barely made it into the top 2 for the Rohrabacher seat, for Ed Royce's seat, for Darrell Iss's seat. Mimi Walters, she won her seat by 52%. There is no way that Democrats are going to flip that seat. It's over. Not only that, but the turnout was really low, super low. It was lower in my district for state assembly this year than it was 4 years prior. 4 years prior, that was an epically bad year for Democrats here in the state of California. Assembly District 60, Republican turnout, big. We have got a lot of victories coming our way. See, congressional seats. Democrats are not going to flip one congressional seat in the state of California. They had put all of their hopes, they pinned all of their hopes and all of their money with the arrogant, aggressive, indivisible groups pressuring and harassing our congressmen. And all of it's come to naught. And in the city of Torrance, so much victory. 2 of the 3 city council candidates whom I supported, they won. And we knocked out an incumbent, left-wing Democrat named Kurt Wiedemann, who was part of the more progressive phalanx there on the city council with the corrupt mayor Pat Fury. So what we have now, 5 Republicans, 4 are certainly conservative. Jeff Rizzo is so-so okay. I'd rather have somebody a little better. Jeff Rizzo endorsed Pat Fury. Doesn't that say it all? Oh my gosh, so much victory, so much winning. There were so many naysayers that I had to push away over the past year and a half who said there wouldn't be one Republican, not one Republican would get into the top 2 in the California election cycle. Wrong. not only Stephen Bailey made it. Stephen Bailey is my absolute first choice. We've got to get behind him to win the Attorney General's seat. It is essential that we get rid of Javier Becerra. We have shut him down 3 times in town halls. We need to shut him out once and for all. Support John Cox for governor. Folks, I know a lot of you were hardcore Travis Allen fans. I know that I was one of them. I can't stress this enough. We've got to get behind our nominee, or we're going to have Gavin Gruesome Newsom, who's going to turn California into a statewide version of the shithole called San Francisco that he governed into the ground when he was mayor. Folks, we got to get away from our pride. We got to get behind the candidate, the same candidate whom our president, Donald Trump, supported. We've got Costas Roditis is running for controller. Get behind him. For treasurer, Greg Conlon made it. So Greg Conlon has run before. He had enough gravitas to make it. Let's support him. Jack Guerrero didn't make it. Next time he might run for a statewide office and have a better chance. Steve Poizner. Steve Poizner not only is getting into the top 2 for insurance commissioner, but he beat Ricardo Lara. So that says good news for the future. We've got to make sure that we get Steve Poizner there in that office. We've got to stop Ricardo Lara. We've got to stop single payer. We've got to stop this ridiculous, evil proposal to give healthcare, taxpayer-funded healthcare to illegal aliens in the state of California. That's part of what made me a lot more vocal right now. That's what started me writing about illegal aliens and immigration and going full public with this to work with We the People Rising. We've got a lot of chances. We've got a lot of opportunities here, folks. The fact that we got rid of Josh Newman and now we can repeal that awful gas tax, this is big for all of us, folks. We are making California affordable again. We are making California strong again. Let us make California great again. Let's work with our president. Let's work with all of our nominees. Let's ensure that we hold on to the House of Representatives, folks. Blue wave, it's gone. We are seeing a red wave rising here, right here in the state of California. Make California great again.